We date all the time. We look each other in the eye. I tell her I love her.
I'm Cathey Peters. I am the wife of Dean Nelson.
I'm Dean Nelson, and I'm her husband, and I'm a member of the Comeback Yoga Nation, I guess. We met on a blind date. I thought she was great looking, smart.
And he and I just clicked, even though at first I thought he was a serial killer. I'm inspired because he's such a giving person and does everything at 110%.
When we got together in 2006, I was struggling with anger, chronic pain from arthritis, which is a big trigger for me. Cathey came into the picture, and that was not going to work. And I thought, before Cathey, I thought I was just becoming an old veteran who was a bachelor and just angry.
And then one day, something happened, and I asked him, I said, has anybody ever told you you possibly have PTSD? And he's like, what's that? I said, you need to talk to your medical provider about that.
I went to 2 psychiatrists, they didn't work out. Then I finally went to one with Cathey, and what she recommended that I try yoga. I am an airborne ranger, combat veteran. I probably kicked more ass than people have ever seen. And I was not going to be in yoga. But what a dummy I was. Comeback yoga has been a salvation for me, both mentally and physically, and I formed some just fantastic friendships.
Dean is a student that came to my class a few years ago with great energy, and we connected really quickly. He's very committed to Comeback Yoga. He comes to my class twice a week. He's very solid in it. He really wants to be for his own self, but I also think for the other veterans that are in the room. Hi, I'm Denise Jensen. I am a yoga teacher for Comeback Yoga here in Loveland. I served active duty for almost 8 years in the Army. I was medically discharged from the military in 2003 and needed to find something that would make my life better. I came to yoga about 13 years ago, struggling with a lot of pain. I was also obese. In 2018, I found Comeback Yoga. So as a student, I jumped right in and I practiced for about 9 months, and the teacher one day suggested to me maybe checking out the scholarship that Comeback Yoga offered to become a teacher.
I love Denise. She is 100% giver, a professional, a veteran, helping us through our practice. And she is so gracious about that.
Well, my students mean a lot to me. They've kind of become my veteran family. I'm so glad to be able to provide it to the students, because I do believe that I had some students that have been struggling with deep depression, with pain, that fear of the future, fear of losing their dependency.
When they left the military, that adjustment phase is just absolutely atrocious. I did not adjust well. I don't know of any veteran who adjusted well. I just could not hang around those civilians.
Yoga in itself is a moving practice, but the breath work comes in as well. And chronic pain causes the muscles in the body to really get tight, and our flexibility is low. Finding not only the poses in yoga, but finding the breath and using the breath to help us to move more smoothly and to find those new neural pathways throughout the body to calm that nervous system.
I have 2 levels of PTSD. I'm always kind of on alert. And I still, when I walk around, I look up, down, left, right, up, down, kind of the way I was taught. Noise is any noise that's not part of the environment, like somebody stepping on a stick, like a dog starts barking, like a helicopter flies over, then I go right to 100% alert. You know, yoga is all about breathing and then the poses. And if I can feel and Cathey can see maybe my PTSD is about ready to flare up, then I can go back to my breathing, my yoga breathing, and help myself calm down.
Dean's pretty easy to get along with to start with, but you know, when he does have a PTSD attack, it can be pretty intense. And sometimes I feel like I'm the buffer between him and the universe, and so that can kind of wear on you. I think he's more cognizant too of his own ability to calm himself. That's been really nice to be able to watch him do that.
If Comeback Yoga never was here, where I was in the day when I started, Cathey wouldn't be here today. I was in that bad a shape. I was terrible. I was emotionally bad. I was physically pitiful. I wasn't very giving. I wasn't very reasoning. I wasn't very accepting.
If there was no Comeback Yoga for myself, I think I would struggle in life. I found myself in dark places with depression and anxiety, and this opened up my world. So without it, I'm not sure where I'd be.
I trust Comeback Yoga because it's made up of veterans. My instructor's a veteran. It's a beautiful marriage between people like me who are trying to take care of some of their own health things, being surrounded by veterans, which is automatically a warm home feeling because they have your back always.
I think people should support Comeback Yoga because it supports our veterans and their families. It really supports our community.
Comeback Yoga needs your support to keep providing these wonderful classes and continue to support all of our veterans that are coming home with problems or that have been back for a long time. Very important that they feel that love and unconditional help that we try to provide at Comeback Yoga.